This is the control screen for Uniresman. It has like a spreadsheet format. We have the resources or the rooms going down, and we have dates going across. We're able to navigate up and down. We can just use the arrow keys to go up and down through the rooms, the slider bar, and to navigate back and forth through the dates we use the navigator bar here. Now there's no beginning and end of time, but we can go back a couple of weeks, back a day, forward a day, and return to today by pressing the T button. You can also enter a preset set of days in your options file and jump straight to there if you have a special on Valentine's Day or New Year's Day or whatever. Of course, you can navigate straight to a calendar day. The colored bars, each of the cells on the spreadsheet is a reservation, is a room for a day, a resource for a day. And each of these colored bars is one reservation. So we can see here, this green bar here, it's a 3-day reservation for room 102. So the different colors are, blue is an unconfirmed reservation, green is a confirmed reservation, and the difference between the two is just an operational rule. Perhaps it's the collecting of a deposit or having a credit card to guarantee it. So whatever rule makes sense for you, you can switch them from unconfirmed to confirmed. The yellow bars are checked-in reservations. These are guests that are in the property. I'm just going to go back a couple of days so you can see the gray ones are the checked-out ones. Now, the black ones, the cancelled ones, you don't actually see them on this display. There's a separate display that will show you the cancelled reservations. Now, we can also have a reservation. We can make a reservation and block a room for a few days. That would be a not available. That's the red one we see here called maintenance. And we can have a group reservation. These are the ones that have the lines on them here. And a group reservation are a bunch of rooms that are together. They're typically tied together by an agent and an agent reference so that we can have a group booking. Now, the red that's on the resource here on room 204 means this room is out of service. And I'll give you an idea. When I right-click on here, I can see the housekeeping status, which is clean. I can see the maintenance status, which is reserved. So this room has been taken out of service. We can still book reservations to it, but we can't check anybody in. We can look at resource information, which will take us right to the file maintenance program that maintains the resources. And we have a thing called a detail window, which I'm just going to pop up now. It will show more information about this resource or about this reservation. Okay? So if we're on a certain reservation, like this one here, and I click it, there's the resource information. It's not available. That's because there's somebody in it. Tells you the chain and location. Tells us the actual reservation number. This one's checked in if there's any deposit due. It gives us a list of the guests, gives us a list of the features for the room, gives us a list of any extra objects that this room has, and it'll even give us the rates for the room, the seasonal rates for the room. So this is all done with a right click. And you'll see when I hover on things, that information comes up. If I hover on a reservation, it tells me the name of the guest. And here, there's 2 guests. It'll tell me 2 names will hover up. Of course, there's other things we can do. We could show the agent instead of the guest. So there's a couple more things on this screen I want to show. There's an unallocated, and you can see here when I click here, reservations without room. So we can actually take a reservation without a room. If I double-click this cell, I get the list of reservations that make up those 3. So there's 3 reservations. So we've reserved 3 rooms, but we haven't allocated it to a specific room. If you've taken a reservation, we'll say this will be allocated at check-in or at some later date. So we just have to keep track of how many we have. The lower number is the agent allotment. We can allot rooms to an agent. We can essentially give the agent a block of rooms to book. And we double-click that, and we can get the actual list of rooms for that agent. Now, this is the Detail tab. This shows one row on our spreadsheet here for each resource we have. We can also do a category view here, where we go and look just by category. Now, I'm looking at one particular property here, all categories. And I can look at what's available, that's the black number, and what's been allotted, that's the maroon number down here. Okay. And the summary tab shows us what's going on in the property. So this grid up here shows us the summary information for this day here, for March 29th. If I press the Today button, it goes back to June the 1st, and it gives us a snapshot of what's available, the unconfirmed, confirmed reservations, how many rooms are occupied, not available, how many are maintenance reserved, and then a total number of rooms. And then today's housekeeping, again, at a snapshot in here. So that's the control screen. There's of course more that goes on here, but it's a very visual sort of thing. We can see we can put the property logo in the background here, so that it's very customizable and looks very much like it belongs with the property. Now I'm going to double click one cell, and that is the way we make a reservation from the control screen. We just double click a spot. So this is room 101 for June the 3rd, and it comes up and it tells me it's room 101. The arrival date is June the 3rd, and it's going to be for one night.